Hey guys, welcome back. Willie Creeman here, touching on the Minnesota Vikings, who finished third in the division with a record of 7-10. It's kind of tough to grade them with so many injuries that they had last year, but looking at some of their offseason moves, right? They let Kirk go to Atlanta, which I feel like they just were playing coy with him, and he ended up being smart, taking the money, which he has with every contract that he's gotten through his career. And Atlanta threw him a bag, and I didn't think Minnesota even really tried to go after him, which is kind of sad. But Daniil Hunter, he gets traded to Houston. They end up recouping some picks for that. One of the thoughts that I had was that maybe Jefferson might get traded before the draft. But in retrospect, I guess what I was thinking is that, he's being very patient and biding his time, waiting on the deals for Chase and Lamb to come through, which they were kind of waiting for AJ Brown, Amon-Ra St. Brown, for those deals to come through so they can be more than that. But Jefferson wants to be the highest paid receiver, and if Minnesota's not able to get that done, and it does get to the point where this relationship sours, I mean, you have to imagine GMs would be lining up for a guy of his talent. Maybe two number ones for this guy in his prime. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and he's very, very young. The defense, listen, they need some help, a lot of it, especially considering how good Detroit and Green Bay has gotten in this division, and Chicago's had a lot of improvement too. And we anticipate Chicago to be better. But the defense definitely needs to step it up a bit. You look at it, they added a lot of linebackers and some ends. Jonathan Grenard was the only one in my mind worth mentioning, right? But he's got to be able to stay healthy. He could be a perfect replacement for Hunter, but it all relies on whether he's available or not. The biggest free agent addition in my mind was Aaron Jones. Now, listen, I've never been a huge fan of him when he was in Green Bay. Yes, everyone in fantasy loves those 5 touchdown games he has, but I just saw too many weeks where he was just basically non existent, and that was kind of scary. But I think having Ty Chandler there is going to keep him fresh. They're going to form a great 1-2 punch there, and I think they're going to be great. You're going to see decent production from him in Minnesota, especially behind that offensive line. Now, the worst free agent addition that I saw for them was Jerry Tillery. Okay, like he's the scapegoat here, and I just wanted to seriously see Minnesota take a stab at Christian Wilkins. I just thought like maybe they weren't going to be able to match what Vegas threw at him, but after you see Kirk Cousins go, you think maybe they throw a lot of money at him, but it just didn't happen. And I think he would have revolutionized this defense up front and really given them a serious playmaker. So. Nothing against Tillery, but I just wish they had gone the route of Christian Wilkins. Now, the draft, listen, I didn't care for the draft at all. Yeah, they get J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner, and, like, they better be next level in terms of their production. Like, the uber best in this draft, because Minnesota gave a boatload for both of these guys. And I just think, yes, J.J. McCarthy stepping in. He's got some good weapons. Yeah, Hawkinson's banged up right now and coming back from that ACL tear, but he's got Addison, he's got J.J., he's got Aaron Jones and Chandler in the backfield. He's got a good offensive line. He better be stellar. And I just don't see it happening, but it's possible that he could step in and be very, very good and NFL ready. In terms of Dallas Turner, listen, I just think he's got to be awesome in order for that pick to be worth what they gave up to get back into the first round to pick him up. Now, Kyrie Jackson out of Oregon, listen, he should give them a corner with a nice attitude and bring some good aggressiveness to that defense that they really need, especially in terms of run support. Like that guy will put his nose down and really go after guys, which I think is awesome. But I just think they really need these picks to hit in order for it to be worth what they gave up within the draft. All right, guys, take care.